So, I have a surprising update for you guys. When I saw it, I couldn't believe it. If you watched one of my T-Mobile videos recently, I mentioned in that video giving it was update on business, that video. I mentioned in that video that on the 6th of January, T-Mobile's CFO is presenting at the city's conference, and that we could potentially get preliminary numbers for Q4. Well, AT&T just released preliminary numbers for Q4 before they present at that conference. Very interesting, quite different from them. They usually don't do that. That's not really something that they do. This is more what I'm used to seeing from T-Mobile. I know I recently mentioned AT&T is very quiet. They're not very aggressive on their guidance or their targeted deployments for C-band and millimeter wave. But I tell you what, they're eating good. The numbers are good. So here are preliminary numbers for the fourth quarter. These are about 99% accurate, give or take very little. For Q4, AT&T delivered total postpaid net adds of 1.3 million, including approximately 880,000 postpaid phones. Incredible numbers once again. They are taking on the type of growth that T-Mobile was obtaining under John and the start of the Un-carrier. For the total for the year, for the full year, they did 3.2 million ads. That's insane type of growth for a company that still hasn't really undergone the brand refresh that they want to do. You know, the website is still being refreshed, the app, there's still so much to do for that company, and they're growing. The network is not necessarily where it needs to be 100% on densification, and they're just growing. They keep growing. So also for fiber, they added 270,000 fiber customers for Q4. The total for the year, 2.6 million. I mean, they are eating really good at AT&T. This is the type of growth we have not seen in the last decade that they're growing too. So there's also HBO Max numbers. I'm not gonna really get into that because that's leaving the company in the second half of this year. But my God, if they keep growing like this, which I think they will continue this momentum in Q1, Q2 of this year and going forward, they're going to be dangerous. They're going to be real dangerous because they're going to have to fix the network because they're taking on a ton of customers and it's bogging down the network. There is some slowdown from what I'm being, what's being reported to me. It's anecdotal, of course, but a lot of people are saying the same areas that they're testing and going to, it's slowing down, and rightfully so. I mean, they're growing. So they're going to have to offset that by investing back into the network. But I'm going to tune in to the conference. AT&T is getting ready. The CFO is getting ready to present. No financials were released. That will come during that will be presented at the actual earnings on the 26th of January. But we have numbers. They're big. They're big numbers. So right off the bat, again, you had my guess. I gave you guys some guesses that AT&T would be the growth leader even in Q4. And I think this just solidifies that these preliminary numbers. I don't think T-Mobile gets anywhere close to that. I think the data breach caused some churn to spike, the most recent one. And then I still think they are dealing with that Sprint churn. So their numbers are going to be lower. I don't think they'll be able to match the growth of AT&T, and of course I don't think Verizon gets anywhere close to these numbers. So stay tuned to the channel. If there's anything that additionally that's being added, because this is of course going to be discussed now at the conference since it's been released, I'll give you guys an update. But good to see growth is coming from AT&T. They're being quiet. This is without really deploying C-band, and they have the industry leading growth for several quarters now. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow the social media outlets, especially the Twitter, for more updates and interactions. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.